when the San Andreas goes, none of us have experienced that. Most of our buildings certainly have not experienced that level of shaking. Most of our infrastructure and lifelines have not. So there is going to be a lot of unknowns and a lot of things are going to fail that we thought would work. We have to plan for that, and we are planning for that. We're planning for worst case scenario. We're planning for wind-driven fires causing major urban conflagrations that could burn hundreds of blocks of buildings down in some areas of Southern California. We're planning for thousands of buildings to collapse at the same time, meaning we have to implement all of our urban search and rescue resources locally, statewide, nationally, and internationally for a period of weeks. We will be working around the clock for weeks looking for survivors in that event. Right now, today, if your building catches fire, we're going to send 4 or 5 fire trucks to your house or your building, 2 ladder trucks, a battalion chief, a paramedic unit. They're all coming. They'll be there within minutes. After the earthquake we're talking about, you'll be lucky if you get a single fire truck there in the first 20 or 30 or 40 minutes. And there may not be water in the fire hydrants outside because the water mains may be ruptured. So the situation is going to be that much more dire. Yeah, so the fire following earthquake problem is so large that we are in California looking at a number of non-traditional approaches using air tankers, for example, and water dropping helicopters that you normally see on wildland fires in the inner urban areas to try to control these urban conflagrations that will be developing. That brings up a whole list of other issues like aircraft operating close together in smoky environments with helicopters and police helicopters and news helicopters, and every solution has its own set of problems that it brings along with it. So we're trying to work all those details out. The firefighters on the ground, they're practicing every day almost different types of hose lays, using eductors to be able to draft water out of swimming pools and other sources of water that you don't normally use. So we're looking at a holistic approach to all this.